Most entrepreneurs, when asked, why have you decided to become an entrepreneur? Me, you, everybody, we say we want freedom. That's very interesting because that's also the number one reason why we don't get it. Well, what do you say? Well, you know exactly what I mean by those sleepless nights, those moments when you forget about everything important in your life and it seems to you that you are focused, but you are actually so obsessed with it. And when you're obsessed with it, you start to fear that you won't get it, you won't make it, and things ain't gonna work, and then you start to doubt yourself, and then you start to make dumb decisions. We all do when we are obsessed because we're not in a state of grace. And even if what we pursue, and that's freedom, seems something like noble, it enslaves us even more. During this video today, we're going to dive into understanding what's actually that freedom, what do we mean by that, and how to find a path which will allow us not to become more enslaved by that desire, but to become a man of strength, character, and high morals while we're getting there. So we're going to answer 3 questions, and there are going to happen 3 things after you watch this video while you're watching this video. So let me welcome you at Outgrow Thyself, Build Thy Kingdom, Master the Wisdom and Leadership for Business and Life. My name is Alexandr, and I'm helping entrepreneurs, men, to become more, do more, and serve more. That's what I do. That is my mission. So back to freedom. Before we go into those 3 questions, let me ask you, what is that freedom? We want to become free of what? And want to become free what for? But most importantly, why? Why is that freedom? Because you might agree that what we are obsessed with doesn't help us. We start to, as we mentioned before, we start to make dumb mistakes, and we want to get out of that. So any obsessive pursuit makes us enslaved by the very thing we pursue, whether it's the mind, the ambition, the dreams, whatever is in front of you. We without even realizing, we become enslaved by that very thing. So we can't get that freedom by enslaving ourselves even more. True freedom is to become free from the very thing you're chasing, because what you're chasing is what's haunting you. So what to do? Why is that so important, and what to do? Well, you might say, but wait a second. What about the sense of meaning, the purpose, the desire, the sense of mission I do have in my life? Should I get rid of that too? I should become free of that because that's why I want to get things done. Should we free ourselves from that too? Well, first of all, you can't, but second, you shouldn't. Why? You'll see in just a few minutes, and this is going to help you so much but in just a second about why is that so important. The 3 questions which we'll answer is, why the pursuit of freedom is the ultimate slavery? How to find out my number 1 drive and submit it to take control over it. And the number 3, why is true freedom not to become free of our assignment, our mission? Because we as men, we love getting things done. And when we don't have goals, we don't have things to do in front of ourselves, we don't know what to do, we start to lose our sense of mission and meaning and fulfillment. We don't know what's going on because we don't have things in front of ourselves to do. We as men, we get so much clarity through doing, not through surfing the clouds, waiting for that very moment when things are going to become clear and, wow, I'm going to discover who I am and what I want to do and what was the purpose of me wanting to achieve a thing or another. So the 3 things which will happen while you're watching this video are, you will reshape your approach to building your business. The approach will be different, and you'll see how exactly. Number 2, how to find your most powerful drive and make faster decisions. Rather than being controlled by it, how to use it so that you can make faster decisions, rather than staying in the confused state and worry and doubt. Number 3, how to know your mission that connects you to your vision. Ain't that amazing? That's amazing. So let's answer the question number 1. Why the pursuit of freedom is the ultimate slavery? Because when I ask you what do you want to be free of, you want to be free of, you don't want to be free of the assignment, of the sense of mission. You want to become free of the external factors which do have control over your principles, values, and lifestyle. You don't want to be told what to do. You want to live your lifestyle according to your values, to your morals, to your strength and character. But that's the definition of a man with character, morals, and strength. Therefore, let me ask you this. What stops you now from becoming that man, from being and behaving like that man of strength, character, and great morals? Because by saying, oh, I'm going to get this, I'm going to build that, I'm going to achieve this and that, and then I will be free? Well, you'll have even more factors around you which will try to control you and tell you what to do, where to go, and how to proceed and how to behave. And if you don't build that muscle now when you have less responsibilities, how are you going to behave freer with strength, character, and higher morals when you'll have even more responsibilities? It doesn't make sense. The answer is into starting to be, to become, and to behave as a man of strength, character, and morals now while you are getting things done. That freedom, the true freedom you're looking for, you don't want to be influenced by the factors, by that lifestyle. You want to create your own lifestyle. That's great, and it starts now. Many people say that, I'm struggling so much, I'm going through so many problems, and I know God's preparing me for something. Well, if that's true for now, that was true for yesterday and for a year ago and 10 years ago, 5 years ago, well, means God's preparing you constantly for something. So what about we get to work? What about you start doing what's the right thing in front of you now? What if you start to behave as a man of character, strength, and high morals now, before you get the things? And probably, God bless you, you'll be assigned with even more responsibilities on your journey, on your mission. What about that? So this is the invitation number one. Behave to start to be so that you can become even more in time while you are moving forward. The second question, find out my drive and submit it. How to find that drive which is pushing me forward? Probably you are very driven to move forward by two factors. Something you want to have or somebody you want to become. If you are driven mostly by the things you want to have, you've got to inject a little bit more of the becoming so that you can balance it. You don't become enslaved by the only side only. And if you're driven mostly by becoming, I want to become more like this and more perfect and more character and more patient and more communication and more like this and more status and blah, 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 blah. What about the doing? You need these both in a great balance as a man. If you are only focused on having, focus also on the becoming. Who do I want to become the next 3 years or 5 years? As a man, as a leader, what's the value you would like to increase in the following years, in the years to come, in the months to come? And if you're only focused on waiting and becoming and transforming and meditating and let me enlighten and becoming so that I can get it, God give it to me. Well, what about you start doing? So if you're driven mostly by having, focus also on the doing. If you need a little bit of help, in the description below there is a link, 5 days you can scan. The QR code is right in front of this video right now, so that you can find, it's a 5-day challenge for free. It's a mission challenge where you can get a clarity about your mission, and it's a combination of 5 elements which you will see when you access that offer, and it's free. Wow, that's amazing. So find out what's driving you mostly and compensate it with the other side, with this almost the opposite side, so that you can balance it and you can move forward, and they actually will help each other so much. You'll move forward with so much speed, so much faster, because you'll have the both aspects in your vision. The question number 3: why is true freedom not to become free of your assignment and mission? That's not what we mean by saying freedom. I want to become free of doing whatever I want, sleep as much as I want, not having responsibilities. I know you don't really think about it, but somewhere deep in your heart you also want to be to have as much as possible. Well, you'll lose the sense of meaning and fulfillment in your life because you're not doing stuff. And by the way, about the fulfillment, the desire which you do have, that freedom is not the free to become free of that assignment, but is to become free of your own desire. Why? Because your desire is not your mission. Your mission is behind your desires. The fulfillment of the desire, you have a desire and then it's fulfilled, is the bonus, that pleasure you do have. But making the desire your mission leads to an endless lack of fulfillment. The more you fulfill it, the desire, not the sense of mission, the desire, just because you want it, I want it. The more you have it, the more you say, I want it more, I want it more, I want it more and more and more. And that's an endless loop of lack of fulfillment, because you fulfill it for a little bit, 5 minutes, and then, I want more. Why? Because you've made your desire your mission. So what to do? You have to find the mission you have in your life so that you can use the desire to move forward, so that you can get things done, achieve your goals, and look backward and say, wow, I see the fruits of my labor, I see the fruits of my work, and I see the fruits of me fulfilling and working on my mission, and I see the results. I'm like, wow, that's worth it. It's worth the sacrifice, the work, the focus, and the submission of my desire, so that I can fulfill the mission, not the desire. It's like putting the desire being your God and forgetting about what God wants from you. Seek first thy kingdom, and everything else will be given on top. Look for what is God looking and wanting God you to do now. Look around, see what needs to be solved, what needs to be done, what you can improve because of your past, because of your wisdom, because of your experience, because of your gifts God has given you. That's the beginning where the mission starts. And the letter M in the mission stands for what needs to be done. And that's the first topic we talk about when you join the 5-day free mission challenge. So while you are going to join this 5-day challenge, you'll become calm under pressure, because the pressure is not the pressure you build, it's the pressure of doing more because of the mission, not because of the pressure of your ego builds on you, so that you can make faster decisions, not dumber decisions, to have less doubt, and to increase your boldness as a man, as a leader, so that you can grow and lead with ease and peace, even when things are hard and not easy or unclear. You can scan the QR code, you can join right now. With that being said, I thank you, and I encourage you to share this video with somebody you think could get value out of it. And if you got value out of it, encouraged, please share your story, what you've got, the most important part of it, and share it in the comment section below. That will encourage you, will support me, and I'll continue to fulfill my mission. And I'm here ready to serve you, to help you. And with that, let's move forward, and we'll see each other in the next one. I'm gonna leave here a video about emotional intelligence. It's a great video, the most watched video on this very young channel here on YouTube. Something that can really help you to take control of your emotions, and that's great, so that you can see clearly what's the next step in front of you. God bless you, all the best, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you, bye-bye.